Hi guys, welcome to my channel and to my Back to Beauty No Buy year. This year I'm concentrating on using my makeup and not buying it. Today's video is the second update on my Pan That palette for 2019. I am panning the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. No, I don't expect to use up this palette this year, but I am trying to, in a dream world, hit pan on every shade. This year, my Pan That palette is in collaboration with the Pantastic Ladies, and the theme is Pan as Old as Time, in which we are all trying to pan one of our oldest palettes. Jaclyn here is definitely in that category. The only palette I have that is older than her is my Too Faced Sweet Peach palette, and I know myself well enough to not try and pan that one. So, I gotta say, you guys, I am still really enjoying this project as well as my palette. I did create 22 looks with my Pan That palette this month. Not just with my Pan That palette, as you guys may know, Angela and I started a project within this project where we're pairing a different palette from our collection with our Pan That palette every week to create at least 2 to 3 looks, and just to keep things fresh and interesting and versatile. So 22 looks, I feel pretty damn good about that.
Monarch butterflies, you should open up. I'm trying to put your heart together, found it broken up. Going up in smoke, smoking up. Make sure the children in the house, she's inappropriate. The way she's approaching us, I disassociate. Exfoliate, the renegotiate. She's closing up, come to visit me. She say that she the loneliest, and it's hard to open up. You OPN, hit you on BBM. We should be closer than friends. If you OPN, engaging you's on my agenda. Request my chariot to get ya. The door's OPN. Take the high road and hop in. Open up, open up. Shut it down like a Macintosh. Open up, open. Cold as ice and Coca-Cola. Open up.
So let's talk about my goals from last month. My goals for last month were to work on the shades Silk Cream, In Light, Meeks, and Chip. And I did.
Open up, you OPN, hit you on BBM.
There's definite progress in all of those shades. Meeks, I totally thought I was going to hit pan on today, but I didn't. I can literally feel the pan when I dip my brush into it. So I think I will definitely have pan on this puppy by next month, as well as In Light over here, super close to hitting pan on that guy. And I definitely made a beautiful looking dip in Silk Cream this month, as well as I sort of deepened the dip, or I don't even know what you want to call it, crater in Chip this month as well. I was able to incorporate at least 1 or 2 of those shades, if not all of those shades, into most of my looks this month. So setting those goals really did help me this month. Last month I set a goal in terms of a transition shade, a crease shade, a deepening shade, and a highlight shade. The other shades that I used the most this month, besides the 4 shades that I had goals on, were Creamsicle right here, SBN, Smoky Butt Neutral, right here, Sissy, which is this pinky shade with the gold shift, and Faint, which is this very, very pale pink shade. So I thought that was interesting. I am glad to see that I made progress in other shades besides the shades that I had a goal on. So overall, I feel really good about the progress that I made this month. I cannot believe that I used this palette 22 times. And I'm not talking about I reached for this for a transition for a look. I'm talking about I literally created a look using at least for half of the look this palette. Let's talk about goals for next month. I had a really hard time setting goals this month because I wasn't for sure if I wanted to continue on with the same shades that I had last month and really reach some goals on those, or if I want to keep it fresh and use new shades this month. And ultimately I decided to go with new shades this month other than one shade, which I will show you. So my transition shade that I would like to work on for this month is this warmer transition shade next to Silk Cream called MFEO, or Made for Each Other. And then in the crease, I would like to work on this shade right here, this warm brown called Buns. I thought this would be a nice crease shade to go in with this warm transition shade. And then I'm also still going to be working on Meeks this month. Like I said, I am so close to pan on this, I can practically smell it. And then in terms of a deepening shade, I want to try and work on this dark purple right here called Soda Pop. I think overall it doesn't really lean purple or show up purple unless you layer a lighter shade on top of it. So I do think that even with a brown or neutral look, I can definitely use this on the outer corner to deepen things up. And then for my highlight shade this month, I do want to continue to make some more progress on the shade Obsessed right here. So I'm going to be using that for my highlight, inner corner, highlight the lid, brow bone. It works for all of those. And then this month, I went ahead and decided to choose a pop of color for the month that I would like to work on. And for this month, I'm going to be working on this purple shade called Royalty. I really like that shade, and I feel like a lot of the lighter colors in this palette, like Hustle down here, Obsessed, Little Lady, Faint, I mean, there's just a lot of lighter shades that I can layer over the purple to kind of tone things down a little bit. So yeah, that is it. Hopefully I will have a couple of pans showing for you guys next month. Like I said, overall, I'm still feeling really awesome about this project. Not in the least sick of Jaclyn over here just yet. So you would have seen on the 22nd that Angela and I updated our Pan That Palette Partners series, and we told you in that video that we would be revealing to you in this video what our Pan That Palette Partners are for the month of March. So for me, in week 1, I'm going to pair together the BH Royal Affairs palette with the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. I cannot wait to use this more. It is the look that I'm wearing today, those two palettes paired together. I did get this for Christmas from my girl Angela, so I'm really excited to use this more, as well as you will be seeing a 3 Looks 1 Palette collaboration coming from Angela and I very soon. In week 2, I'm going to be pairing the Huda Beauty Emerald Obsessions palette with my Jaclyn Hill palette. I am planning to do some St. Patrick looks for you guys this month. I am half Irish, so I always look forward to St. Patrick's Day every year, and I think this little palette right here is going to help me create some really fantastic looks for you guys. And I also think it's going to pair beautifully with Jaclyn. In week 3, I cannot wait to dive into the Urban Decay Born to Run palette. I haven't gotten to use this very much since I received it in December, I believe. So I, again, think this is going to pair beautifully with the Jaclyn Hill palette, and I'm very much excited to use this puppy. And last, in week 4, I will be pairing the Urban Decay Elements palette with my Jaclyn Hill palette. I'm very excited to use this one as well. I haven't gotten to use it too much since I received it for my birthday from my husband, but I think these bright colors are going to be really fun to work with, and you will be seeing a palette bingo with this palette coming from me in just a few days, so I hope you'll look forward to that. And that is it. Now you have seen my progress on my Pan That palette, as well as the 4 palettes I will be pairing with my Pan That palette for the month of March. Let me know down in the comments what your Pan That palette is this year, if you are panning a palette. And on that note, I hope all of your makeup days are absolutely beautiful makeup days, and I will see you in my next video soon.